you guys. Ridiculousness. I'm online all the time. Okay, I actually had a limit. I gave myself a time limit on my social media apps for the year.
Maybe that's the
Is that your
problem.
resolution?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be gradual. Right now it's 2 hours a day, which I feel like is a lot. But
I think that
we're
might
gonna
be
go
your
down.
A
problem,
2-hour
that you've
screen
limited
time is
yourself.
pretty low.
Yeah, 2 hours a day, girl?
2 hours of social media.
I'll be going over that every single day.
I
I would tell you
mean,
what it is, but my phone is my camera right now, so I can't. My screen time is probably astronomical compared to that.
well, I mean, I just have other things I want to do. Like, as you say, watch the Taylor Swift documentary. I can't be doing that if I'm scrolling on my phone.
True.
Plus, I got a Kindle for Christmas, and so I have books to read now.
Well, I guess now I have to get a Kindle.
Yeah. Your birthday's coming up.
Yeah. There you go, Jillian.
Okay,
I
hold
already
on.
have an
Can we
idea for your
discuss-
birthday present.
That's fine.
Can
I
we
don't
please
need one.
discuss this, though? Can we discuss Daniela's birthday? Because she told me something unsettling, deeply unsettling yesterday. She was
What
like,
did
I don't really care for birthday parties or anything to do really with my birthday.
You don't want a
I think-
birthday party now?
All she likes is presents.
It's not that Okay, and Miranda, I did remember, Jillian reminded me of one more thing of why I stopped having birthday parties growing up, because the Super Bowl would always fall on my birthday weekend.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like every other
Her
year it
birthdays
was
always got
Super Bowl,
glitched.
and other people were like throwing Super Bowl parties, so I couldn't throw a birthday party because everyone was going to be at Super Bowl parties and no one would show up.
That's disappointing.
So she would have to do combo parties with Tyler because their birthdays are close enough-ish.
A month in between them.
Yeah.
Still, I would demand a party.
I'm trying. Well,
I
we got
think also-
invited somewhere for the Super Bowl this year, and I was like, maybe we can just bring a cake there, and I'll bring a banner.
I also just don't really like being the center of attention. No, Jillian, I didn't like in a group setting, like one-on-one, I want to be the center of attention.
You're like, right now, I'll be the center of attention. It's fine.
Right. But in a group setting with like a bunch of people staring at me, I don't really want to be like the center of attention. Like opening your presents in front of people, I have terrible reactions to presents. I could like love a present and have zero reaction to it. Like I'm just not good at it. Like live reactions to a present, I'm not good at it. 10 minutes later reaction, I got you.
You had a good reaction at Christmas.
To the Legos?
Yeah.
Don't even remember my reaction.
You were excited.
I figured.
Jillian, what do you think about birthdays and birthday parties?
I like them. I do. It is awkward to be like sung at, and
Yes, I agree.
I think the same thing does happen with birthday presents, especially if it's like something you already have, which is why as a kid, I gave everybody one gift. I said, "You buy me this," and
She
that's
did.
what everybody got me.
Love that.
Everybody
for you.
was assigned a gift.
She told everyone in her class, like she went up to them and said, I want you to buy me this for my birthday. And that's all she said.
That makes me giggle.
And it worked. I like parties. It's also really sad if it's your birthday and you're not doing anything.
I know.
If it's just a
That's
regular
why I'm
day.
trying to encourage it.
I don't feel that differently.
See, Alec is the same way. He is like, I don't care if it's my birthday. Like, it's just another day.
I get really
I
sad
would-
when people forget it's my birthday and like don't acknowledge it.
I would rather see, I want people to acknowledge it's my birthday and like say happy birthday to me, and I would rather have just the whole day be I get whatever I want, like it's like a yes day for me, than have like a party or something.
Okay.
Like
that
whatever
still
I
counts.
say goes.
Yeah, that still counts. It's still celebrating your birthday, even if it's not necessarily a party.
Yeah, that's more what I would prefer than a party. I prefer throwing parties for other people than having them for myself.
Yeah.
Or just parties for other occasions.
Like Galentine's Day.
Yeah. Which is also in February.
I know.
Yeah, it's a
coming
busy
up.
month. We can't celebrate Daniela.
Super Bowl, Valentine's
Day. No room.
Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Too many
Stranger
things.
Things. Also, we skipped our intro, guys.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Well, let's get into it now. Our long introduction, but welcome to the Pocket Friends podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Miranda.
I'm Daniela.
I'm Jillian.
And obviously, we've taken time off for Christmas and New Year's, but we're back. We're better than ever, and we're excited to talk about Stranger Things, the finale, the final conclusion, Taylor Swift, F1.
Just thought we should also talk about our New Year's resolutions. I know you already kind of said yours, Miranda, but
well, that's just one. Yeah, I don't really have New Year's resolutions.
I have like ideas of things that
I have a couple goals.
Okay, start there.
Yeah.
What are your goals?
Well, to read 15 books. That was my goal last year, and I only read 14. I was one short.
That's sad.
Yeah.
It's close, though.
Yeah.
I told her that I think she's going to go over it.
So my goal
She
is
gets
15.
a Kindle.
My goal is 15. I also want to get better reflexes.
That's so funny.
Why?
What is it? What's for this?
Okay, were you playing that hand game?
The hand game.
Oh, okay. So over Christmas, my mother-in-law got one of those games where it's like, oh, what is it called? I can't remember, but it's like something you hold up in the air and then one by one things fall.
All the athletes do it, yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to catch it.
Yeah, I would suck at that game because my grasping, that's specifically what I'm talking about, is like catching stuff. My reaction time is like 5 seconds late.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday now.
Let's say that would be a great game for you for your birthday then. Interesting. Okay, good goal.
I think that it's just because I didn't play a lot of sports with balls.
Or sports.
No, I did dance and cheerleading.
Those are arguably not sports.
Jillian, you argue that those are sports, so
no,
don't even.
Dance specifically, like, dancers object to it being called a sport. It's an art.
Okay, well, it is a sport as well, because you are an athlete when you dance.
You're an athlete, for sure.
Athlete means not necessarily sport, but yes.
Do you have other resolutions?
No.
Feels like you do, but okay.
Eat more iron.
Are you gonna eat more protein?
No.
Okay. Are you gonna just eat more in general?
No.
No.
My stomach is not that big. I don't know how people eat so much.
Her stomach's only this big.
I think it's just you fill it with some interesting things. Lots of snacks.
Nuh-uh. I had salad last night.
Wow.
And fruit.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, our whole meal was salad, Caesar salad, was going to be chicken Caesar salad, but our chicken was bad, so just Caesar salad. I've had cucumbers on my salad, and there was pasta in it, and we had fruit.
Wow, you're turning over a new leaf.
New year.
I am a rabbit deep down, okay? If you knew me growing up, pretty much all I would eat was pasta, fruit, and vegetables.
I don't think pasta's in a rabbit diet.
No, but the fruit vegetables is. And I would eat them all raw, like just the lettuce plain, no dressing or anything like that. Just cucumbers plain, food. No dressing.
Alec would absolutely call you a rabbit.
I have evolved now, and I do like Caesar dressing, but that's the only salad dressing I like.
Last night
That's
she said
crazy.
Caesar dressing might be her favorite pasta sauce.
I said
Weird.
low key.
Okay, Jillian, what are
Listen,
your goals?
Anywho, I want to work out more. While we were home over the break, we went to like these CrossFit hit workout classes,
Mm-hmm.
and it was
Kicked your
rough.
butt.
Yeah,
yeah, we
I
need
was
like
Yeah.
sore.
4. We needed like 4 days to recover.
Literally, okay, so the first day we were doing like it was boxing workouts, so it was a lot of like quick jumping things.
Uh-huh.
My
Okay,
calves were messed up.
the trainer who does these classes is a WWE fighter,
So they
Mixed
were
martial
intense.
arts.
mixed martial arts, something like that.
Well, either
MMA. He
way,
does MMA.
sounds intense.
Yeah.
MMA. I knew it was a double letter
And
with a
then,
vowel.
so like, first day we went, it was all like boxing workouts. Then the second day we went, it was like
Not in a row. We
rock
did not go
climbing.
day and then day.
It was like rock climbing workouts. So it was a lot of like arms and
Okay.
core.
Yeah.
And then
Lots of push up stuff.
lots of push ups. And we can't do push ups.
Not just
Maybe
like,
No.
that's my goal specifically is to like finally do a good push up.
okay, my goal is to do a handstand. Not
You
on the
can
wall
do a
for 30
handstand.
seconds. Not on the
My
wall for
stepmom is
30
a
seconds.
pro at handstands. She is very good at them. She's kind of a beast,
Interesting.
though. She
I
works
want
out
to
like
do a.
every morning.
I wish. See,
I wish I had
the
a better
problem is,
schedule for
so the
that.
problem is the workouts we went to, the classes are at 5 a.m., 8 a.m., or 4 p.m. We went at the 8 a.m., which was like ideal.
Yeah,
But I'm not trying to get up at 5 a.m. to work out.
I know. I've been thinking about that a lot too. It's like, especially because I work so far away, I'm in a car 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the energy to get up at 5 a.m., do a complete workout, shower, just to sit in a car for an hour and go to work.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And then by the end of the workday, you don't want to go work out.
Yeah, I've been trying. My goal is just not necessarily, I'm not trying to put workout on it, but just move my body more. Whether that's like going on a walk or like just doing something physical, um, so that I feel better.
Well, my watch says 30 minutes of exercise a day is my goal. It has been since I've had a
Yeah.
watch.
That's usually what it is. Good
But
for health.
I rarely hit that goal, so maybe that can be my goal too.
Nice. I
Okay.
also, Daniela has convinced me that I can be an artist. So I
What
want
kind
to
of
learn.
artist?
We're just
Like
going to start with
drawing.
basic drawing. Because I like have things in my head and I'm like, I can never make it look good on a piece of paper when I'm trying to explain it to someone.
Oh,
And I think
I'm
that's
nervous
just
about
lack
this.
of practice on her end because she was always like the brains and I was always the like crafty one. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that none of her craftiness got nurtured.
Yeah.
I like it. Just, Jillian, you got to get it out of your head that you're going to be perfect.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
I
problem.
did tell her that too. I
Uh-huh.
said art is not perfect. It's just a self-expression.
Jillian's a little bit too much of a perfectionist, so that's a goal, I bet.
But
Yeah, we're
most
working on it.
artists are perfectionists too. Like if you talk to any artist, they'll tell you about their pieces and they'll tell you what they wish they did different,
Yeah.
what like what they wish they could add, like it doesn't feel done, what they wish they could undo, like whatever. Like no artist looks at their piece and is like, "Oh, this is masterful."
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
So,
And then I want to read more, like to fun read, because I
yeah.
got out of the habit of that.
Because you were
I'm off
not
to a
Well,
fun
good
this
reading.
start.
help.
I read I had the audiobook on for Harry Potter today. So now I'm
Nice.
50% through the first book.
Love
I'm
Good
that.
job.
20% through Throne of Glass. And Danielle and I are watching the Percy Jackson show, so I'm reading a Greek mythology book.
Fun.
this book.
I was thinking, I was about to send you, I got to figure out how to send you books. So that's fun. On not Spotify, on Kindle. I think we can send each other books.
We can send each other books?
I think so. Well,
That's
you
so
have to buy them.
fun.
So like you
But
can share your libraries, like you buy something and you can send it to Jillian.
I don't know if you can do that, but I definitely can like buy you a book, I think, and send it to you on Kindle.
That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyways, I want you to read the Spark of the Everflame series because I think you'll like it.
Okay. I think that was one I was looking at reading.
Yeah, it's really good. I like that series.
So, those are my goals.
Exciting. Daniela, were you going to say something?
I'm trying to think of more goals, but
You're good. You don't need too many.
Yeah. Don't do too much. I think I want to do okay, well, I mean, a big goal of mine is to buy a house. So,
Scary.
yeah, it's a scary goal. Especially because I had a phone call yesterday with some financial guy, mortgage guy, whatever. And he was like, "Oh, by the way, you need $30,000 at a basis." And I was like, "Fantastic. Don't have that yet." So it's going to be a little bit. I was like, "Yay,
Yeah.
money."
so we all know when Miranda buys a house, she has $30,000.
You'll know I had $30,000.
It's gonna be
I won't have it
gone.
anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully by summer. That's our goal. Is to buy a house.
That's exciting.
I just am sick of my drive. I want to already be closer to my job. I just want to do more hobbies, I guess. Spend less time on my phone. I have a crochet kit I got for Christmas.
Ooh.
I have puzzles. I got a puzzle board for Christmas.
You
That's what you
did.
wanted.
Yeah. Well, yes, it is. So I'm very excited.
Did you get one with drawers on it?
Yeah, so it's like it's like for a 1,500 piece puzzle. 1,000, yeah, 1,500. And then it's got drawers on the side.
Nice.
So, and it has like a cover on top and it can slide underneath the couch. So, like I pull it out and put it on my table when I'm actually doing it, but when I'm done or, want to pause from it, I just put the cover over it and slide it under so then that way it's out of the way and my parents don't have to get annoyed by it.
Much better than the system we had at your apartment.
Yeah, where I couldn't use my dining room table every time we were doing a puzzle.
Yeah.
Um,
It sounds very similar to the puzzle table I have.
yeah, I bet. I feel like they're all pretty similar.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about the puzzle board and the crochet kit and just little things, things that are
I got this for Christmas.
mindless. That's cute.
Tyler got it for me.
Oh, at least
Yeah.
it's, something you actually enjoy.
It's pretty well thought out. I was impressed.
And he thought about
Yeah.
it in advance. He had it for like a couple
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, he had mine in
Wow.
advance. Jillian's, he had Jillian pick it out.
I was like, I don't know what you like.
But he did have mine thought out in advance.
One out
Baby
of two.
steps.
Not bad.
Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby
I mean,
steps.
I got Amazon gift cards.
He had good
From
thoughts, and Danielle was like, "It's the thought that counts."
Well, because I was wrapping presents for Jillian out in the loft, and Tyler came up and was talking to me, and he goes, "Oh, did you get that for Jillian?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, good thing I didn't get it for her."
That's funny. I told all my siblings to just get me Amazon gift cards because I've been using them to buy books with my Kindle.
And I was gonna say, fund the house account.
Well, one day, yeah, I don't know.
Should have
Alex's
just started
birthday,
a
maybe.
GoFundMe.
Well, I was literally thinking about it. Okay, so I'm getting paid to go take the bar exam this weekend. So all of that money, house fund. We're gonna do our taxes early this year. All of our refund tax is going into our house fund. I'm just like thinking of all the little ways that I can add to that.
Yeah.
We'll get
I'm
there.
gonna be going to work an extra 30 minutes early starting next week, so that's extra money for me.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any Taylor Swift themed presents?
No.
No?
Nothing. We
Well,
got the full docu-series before Christmas, which was a gift.
I know, I was going to say that was a present in itself.
We didn't watch it before Christmas, but we did have it. It was there.
Yeah.
So what did you learn from the second half of the docuseries?
So it goes through, we get to see like her guests it specifically goes through Sabrina Carpenter and Gracie Abrams and like
Okay.
their little, how they like plan their little collabs. Um, and Taylor basically coming up with the mashups of like other artist songs with her songs. And everybody's just like, we don't know how she came
And
up with it.
and the mashups of her own songs for the end.
Yeah, we also got
Yeah.
to see like how she came up with the mashup for the finale, which was like a lot.
Hearing her
and
describe it is wild.
and it was her mom who suggested, so she did the Long Live song, and
Uh-huh.
instead of saying it was the end of an age, she said it was the end of an era, and that was her mom's idea, which was pretty cool to
That's
learn
cute.
that it wasn't all, it was a group effort. That was actually
Yeah.
one of the episodes, was going into like how much her family has helped her get to this point in her career, and like they made it the family business. Like her brother and her parents and stuff. And then we also learned about her grandmother, Marjorie. The
That's
song
a cute
Marjorie is
name.
about her.
I like that name.
Yeah. So in the like concert, they play the song Marjorie, and they also have Taylor's grandma, who was an opera singer. Her like voice goes over at the end as like she's singing with Taylor, and so that was like just a really cool thing that they were able to add. And
Yeah.
apparently, like that song makes everybody emotional. So she also talked about how that kind of united everybody that worked on the show who was like felt lost or was missing a parent or something like that. So
That's
that was a
sweet.
tendy moment. We also got some like home movie footage of her when she was little with
Baby
her grandma
Taylor. She was so cute.
playing the piano. What else? Oh, it went into when she and Travis started dating
Yeah.
and how it was really her mom who encouraged the relationship. Like her mom saw the videos of him talking about how he was butthurt, and
Yeah,
then
on
she
the
was
podcast.
like, "Who is this guy?" And she reached out to their cousin, who's like a Chiefs fan,
Yeah.
and their cousin was like, "Oh my God, he's the best, and he loves his mom." And Andrew was like, "Okay, great."
And he loves his mom.
And then she was telling Taylor that she needs to try something else because all the musicians isn't working.
Honestly, though, it's kind of funny if you think about it. Like, I feel like musicians can get really in their head about their music and their art, and sports guys are kind of just like, I'm just gonna go out there and give my best. And they can get in their heads about stuff too, but a lot of times they have to let it go and move on because there's always a
Yeah.
next game.
Yeah. Well, Taylor was talking about how she like had kind of written off the idea of ever dating an athlete because she's like, what would we talk about? And then she talked about how she and Travis have so much in common because their jobs do overlap so much. Just like there's a
Yeah.
lot that kind of
Hmm.
goes together with being an athlete and being an artist.
Yeah.
So that was
I
cool.
definitely think it depends on the level of athlete for sure. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travis 100% matches the same energy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then we got like behind the scenes of when he went on stage with her
Hmm.
and they were like rehearsing it and she's just like laying on the ground and they're like talking about how they're gonna grab her and stuff.
And he's just like throwing her around like a rag doll.
Yeah.
I just love when they started dating, there was this lady on TikTok who I had followed, I still follow kind of, but she was talking about just how Taylor with him gets to be like the small girl, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so cute. I just love the fact that he's this kind of big, like, even though she is a tall and big, beautiful woman, she gets to kind of be just a girl with
Yeah.
Travis.
Yeah. Works
Because a lot
well.
of the other guys she's dated have been like her height or like,
Or shorter.
or shorter.
Yeah. Yeah. We also, so they often, like every episode, I think, brought in somebody from like the dancers or the backup singers and like talked about their stories. So we learned about Jesslyn, who she's a backup singer, and she had breast cancer during the
Like
tour,
she was
Wow.
diagnosed like mid tour.
and
That's
she
a
like
lot.
took time off to get chemo and everything, and she came back like right after she finished treatment.
Wow. Wow. That's strong.
Yeah, which is insane.
That is insane.
And she also just talked about how like Taylor and her team were always like go do what you need to do, like there'll be a spot for you when you come back.
Yeah. Supported her through
Like
that.
she
And
never
like,
felt like there was like jeopardy of her losing her spot.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, she came back, and then his name, is it Whaley or Wiley?
Wiley.
Wiley. He is one of the dancers, and he talked about like how he's like he can do like masculine roles but also feminine roles. He was the one who had like the really long hair
Uh-huh.
that he'd like whip
He's
around.
Hawaiian, I think, right?
Yeah.
He said.
Hmm.
If that helps you pick him out of the group.
Okay.
And so like, growing up in the dance world, it was kind of hard because he wasn't like seen as masculine enough. But his like favorite dance was Ready for It, but it was like an
Mm-hmm.
all-female dancers that did it, and
Yeah. Didn't he
he
like
got
swat like fit
he
into
got to
someone else's
like
costume?
he got to be a
Yeah.
swing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he like learned the part and everything, and he fit in the costume of the other dancer, and Taylor told him he could do it. So like it was like his big he was just so excited about it, and it was so cool.
Yeah. I
But
definitely saw clips about that. I thought
Yeah,
that
yeah.
and
was
like
fun.
we saw the moment Taylor was asked to, and it was just like so genuine where she was like yes. Like
Yeah.
there
Didn't
wasn't
she like,
like
she was like, I didn't even know if he wanted to do that, of course.
right. Like there was no like hesitation to it or anything. She was like, why wouldn't I let him do this? I don't know. I think the whole documentary just really paints you a good picture of just her as a person
Yeah.
and how like genuine she actually is.
And how fun that tour was. Yeah. We also saw like the making of the Tortured Poets Department and the making of The Life of a Showgirl. Because
Yeah,
like after her breakups and then when she was in a happy place.
I definitely need to watch.
A lot. So much happens.
I know. I'll get to it. I had a busy break, okay? I was busy watching other things too.
Um, is
Anything
that
else,
all the
Taylor
Taylor
Swift?
Swift?
I think that's most of it. Miranda can give us her take after she watches it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me, 5 years. I'll get to it.
I was gonna say 5 weeks, but
Okay.
No, I'll get to it. I promise. It's on my list. It's on my list. I'll watch. I promise.
I did get
If
very
you
emotional
Wait, hold
during.
on. I feel like I need to make a deal.
okay.
What do we have to watch?
I feel like if I'm going to watch all of this Taylor Swift stuff that you've already watched, you guys should try to watch Ted Lasso.
I watched the first episode.
Daniela,
I watched the first
you did not.
part
Don't
of
The
the
even
first
try.
episode. Okay, I'll watch 3 more Ted Lasso episodes for you watching the Taylor Swift docu-series.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Okay, I'll watch 3 more Charmed episodes for you watching the Taylor Swift documentary.
No. No deal.
But yes,
No
because I
deal.
need to actually be able to talk to you about Charmed.
I know. I like always just like get a little bit into it and then something else comes on that I wanted to watch and then I stop and then come back to it later and then
You're on season 4. There's 8 seasons.
I know, and I know that I've made it further, but I just don't remember stuff. That's why I started back further.
Yeah. Okay, but also you should watch Heated Rivalry.
That's on the
Okay,
list.
I'll watch that for you watching the Taylor Swift documentary.
I feel like you were gonna watch it anyways. I feel like this is not a good deal.
I wasn't. I literally told Jillian last night. I said, we're gonna watch Bridgerton instead.
Last night, because she said our dinner was too posh to watch Heated Rivalry.
What does that mean?
No,
Like,
I
it was-
didn't say posh.
No,
I
you
said,
didn't use posh. You said something else.
yeah.
It
It
was
was
like
just like too whimsical and cutesy to be watching Heated Rivalry. It was more Bridgerton vibes. Like
it
Jillian
gave
had
tea
apples.
party.
Jillian had apples on her salad and stuff. Like it was just too like
That
cutesy.
makes zero sense to me. I'm
It
sorry.
was more like picnicky and like it just wasn't the vibe of Heated Rivalry.
Yeah, like you don't want to watch hockey while you're eating like a summertime meal.
Let me
You know?
trust
Right.
trust me, you are not watching hockey when you watch Heated Rivalry.
Eek,
Listen.
I'm concerned.
Listen, I don't want to
You're
watch
watching
Heated Rivalry
romance.
because of the awkwardness.
You
I
just have to
felt
get a
so
little
much
past
secondhand
awkwardness.
awkwardness when I
But
watched the first like 10 minutes.
their love story ends up being really cute.
Oh,
I like it.
You haven't seen it, Danielle. You can't comment on it.
No. I can comment on how awkward the first little bit was that I did see, though.
Yeah, the first 15 minutes, awkward.
Okay. Let's move on. We can
All right.
complain about this forever.
And the latest F1
Lando
news.
Norris has officially changed the number. This is kind of late F1 news because we haven't been on for so long.
Yeah, it is
But
severely
Lando
late.
did officially take number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Max is now number 3. And
Yeah.
Max was voted driver of the year.
Right.
Over Lando.
That's comments, concerns, opinions.
Okay. I understand. Hold on. I have a comment on this.
Okay.
I completely understand Max getting recognition for the amazing year he had. But I don't like people being like, I guess, almost taking away Lando's victory. There's a lot of talk on the internet about people just like kind of crapping on Lando. And
Yeah.
I'm like, he still earned that. He still did an amazing job. Like, can we not recognize both drivers did a good job?
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like everybody. Like, I don't get the Lando hate. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think we should really be hating on any drivers.
But I do think Max was more impressive this year than Lando.
Yes.
The comeback was insane.
Yeah, the comeback was insane, but Lando in his consistency.
Right, but Lando had just the better car in general. Max's consistency wasn't his fault because the first half of the season his car was absolute trash. And he was still doing decent. And then he got upgrades to his car and made the comeback.
Yeah.
With also great consistency in the top
Right.
few.
Which is why he ended up winning driver of the year or whatever. Like the fan
Right,
favorite award.
which is why I feel like that's fine that he got that and Lando got driver championship.
Yeah. I'm fine with
But
that.
I don't think we should be hating on
Yeah.
either of them.
No. It drives me
They
crazy
can-
that people
They can both be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can both be great. Why do we want to pit them against each other?
People like
I don't know.
drama.
I don't know, but I have seen a lot of that. Just like people hate Lando.
Yeah, but that was
'Cause
even before he won. I've seen
It was,
like
yeah.
people have just
Nobody
always
likes
kind of
a
hated
winner.
him.
Everybody hates to love a winner.
Which is funny because I feel like last season everybody was like, go Lando.
Yeah.
Right, because Max had won for so many years, right? And they probably were like,
Mm,
"Oh, let's get someone else in there." Only
Hmm.
for someone
yeah,
to get up in there and then them to be
I
mad
think
about
they
it.
didn't really want another Lewis Hamilton where Lewis was just completely dominating
Yeah.
and winning year after year after year, and it wasn't really like nothing new was happening. So I think that they were just excited that someone else was even in the mix, more so than not having Max win the championship.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm excited. I've been like it was kind of funny seeing all the F1 on January 1st be like, "Oh, it's 0. Like everyone's at 0 now. We've entered a new year. Everyone's
Until
on the same
March.
foot."
It's
Yeah.
crazy how fast it comes back.
It is. Like I feel like we were just talking about the last race and now we're already a few weeks out from the first
I
race
was
of
gonna
the
say, I
next
feel like it
season.
came out last year in February, but that's because it was the
They
leap
had the
year,
practice in February,
the testing.
I've
the test day.
been
Yeah.
seeing news about the um oh, what is it? Them like announcing their cars or whatever.
Hmm. They did that for the first time this year where they like did like a big ceremony for it.
Because it was the 75th anniversary or whatever.
Are they doing the same thing again this year though?
I've
I
been
haven't heard
seeing news
anything.
about dates. Like some states start in January where they're doing car stuff.
Hmm.
I think the only person who didn't have a date was McLaren. I just saw that like
Okay.
Oh, and
yes.
there's the drama about the engines.
The
I don't know a whole
engines,
lot about that, but I've been
Yeah.
seeing
the
it.
loophole. I'm not clear on
Yes.
what the loophole is, but
Okay, pause. The loophole is while the engine is not running, it is the right size. But then when it runs, it expands, which then gives them more power, question mark?
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that's what everybody was saying was like it's a huge advantage to have.
Yes.
And it's Mercedes has it and Red
Hmm.
Bull and Ferrari.
McLaren? I think McLaren
Ferrari
too.
does not have it.
Ferrari does not, no,
Maybe
which
that's
is
why Ferrari was so bad last year.
I don't think we can blame it all on the engine.
no, no, no. The engine is only for 2026. It wasn't last year's engine.
And it's just that
Oh,
the
never
engine
mind.
has to be corrected by 2027. So they get a whole year of an advantage.
Wow.
So
Okay. Interesting.
Ferrari fans, buckle up because it's
Yeah,
gonna be
it'll
another
be
disappointing
another
year.
rough year. Oh, sorry, Ferrari.
But
Um,
2027.
2027. That's your year. They're coming for you.
It's our
Um,
year. We say
gosh,
that every year.
But
that's
I
funny.
just saw like a bunch of comments on it and they're like, Ferrari just needs to be better about skirting the rules.
Well, I
Yeah, learn
think
how to
what
break
it
the rules,
is
Ferrari.
it's the certain cars that are using all the same engine manufacturer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is also part of the problem because it used to be like each car had its own engine manufacturer.
Yeah, because it was like those companies made cars. And
Right.
they're like, we're showing how good our company is.
But now even like the cars that make cars don't have engines. Like Ferrari doesn't have their own Ferrari engine.
Ferrari does.
They do still? I thought they
We
didn't.
did find that out this year.
I need to do more research on this. I don't know anything. I'm
But
not very
I
good with
thought
the whole
it was
engines.
like a few years ago, there was only like two engines though in like all the cars.
That's crazy.
And the rest of it is just like the wings, I guess.
When is the first race? Is it like March 6th or something?
okay, Ferrari has always designed and built their own Formula One engines.
March 6th through 8th.
Okay. So before that, we need to pick our F1
Our
things of the year.
teams, our fantasy teams.
Yeah, but I want to do
Oh,
more. I want to do like I want to do our driver, like our rankings. I
Oh,
want to know you know, and I think it'd be fun if we did if we picked 1 through 22. Like, just pick where you
Just
think
how
everyone's
close can
gonna
you
fall.
get?
We
Yeah, how
did
close
that,
can you get?
Julian.
We picked our top favorite people.
No. In the notebook where we had the
Oh,
bingo.
did we? We never went back and looked at it.
No.
We put Charles way too high.
Yeah. Well,
He ended up 4th, right? 5th.
we had hopes and dreams.
Yeah, I think we had him at like second. So.
And we were
Yeah,
crushed.
definitely not.
Because we were trying to manifest.
Yeah, we just wanted
We were
him to
just
do
trying
well.
to put it out there that he was gonna do well.
I think we had Lando first, though.
Now that you know that information
We might
about
have.
Ferrari, maybe plan accordingly.
It's just so sad. I want
I don't
Charles to be
know.
so good.
I know.
I want him
Yeah.
to be champion. I want him to be world champion.
We also have one more for sure year with Lewis, and then potentially retirement.
Yeah.
That's true.
So we're gonna pick 1 through 22, and then we're gonna pick surprise driver. Like, this is someone who's gonna have a surprise podium or something like that, or
You'll get to see Bottas and Checo for the first time.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see Bottas actually drive because all I've seen him as is a social media personality for Mercedes, and I love him. So I'm
Yeah,
excited
and
to
now
actually see
that's
him work.
Joe is right. They brought Joe in for Cadillac as their reserve driver.
Honestly, couldn't tell you.
I couldn't
I
remember. I
believe
don't know
they
off the
did.
top of my head.
But he did. He already did a social media post. So
Love. I need to get more online, I guess.
yeah,
So
that's what we're saying.
I think we have to move on because we're gonna have a lot to say on the next topic.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll talk. We have plenty more to talk about F1, but Stranger
Yeah.
Things.
So
What did we
for
think?
reference, we are filming this before January 7th.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tomorrow
we
is
can't.
January
Hold on.
7th.
Tomorrow is
Let's-
January 7th.
Let's first just do recap thoughts and feelings on the actual show that aired
Yes.
Okay.
before we get into that.
Before you get into your conspiracy theories.
So,
Not mine, the internet.
You're
the
buying
part
in.
2,
Am I
part
listening?
2 of season 5. We started with Shock Jock, which is where they Frankensteined, and then Will got into the hive mind, and Holly and Max were still in Vecna's mind.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think about that one? This is where everybody was complaining about Max and Holly taking
Having
forever
that long
to.
conversation.
No, that was
That
Escape
was
from
Escape from
Camazotz.
Camazotz, but
That was
Oh,
the
right.
next episode.
Yeah.
This episode was when Will got into the hive mind and Vecna was about to kill Max when Max almost made it to the door.
He broke his leg.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I did like all the scenes in Vecna's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought those were all really cool because you can kind of do whatever you want there.
Yeah. It's kind of all make believe.
And then Will was stuck, lost.
Right. And then Elle had to come save
Get him out?
Yeah.
What?
Honestly,
I thought- Yeah.
I'm having so much trouble
Will
remembering.
got stuck in a coma situation, and Elle had to go get him out.
Yeah, with his eyes
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in a trance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he got stuck because he not tied him up, but connected him to the hive mind, kind of
Mm-hmm.
inside of his mind.
Yeah. So, it was a good episode. I thought there was still a lot of tension, and it still felt very actiony.
Mm-hmm.
The action started to go a little downhill later on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what happened next. What did you think of the breakup scene?
Oh, right, that was in this episode. I understood it was a breakup. Apparently, some of the internet
Yeah,
was
why
struggling
didn't
with
the
that.
world think that was a breakup? It was very
They're
clearly a
they're
breakup.
engaged. I'm the ring was thrown across the room.
I think it was confusing to people because then right after they said I love you to each other,
and
So they
like
weren't sure if
hugged.
I don't think people thought they were engaged. I think people were confused if they actually broke up.
Some people did think they were engaged. They were just like, "That's a weird proposal." I was like, "It was
Because it
not
was
a
an
proposal."
anti-proposal.
I did not see those ones. I saw the people who were like, "Are they broken up? Are they
Yeah.
not?" Which is
I understood
understandable,
it
I
as a
think.
breakup.
I understood it as
Me
a
too.
breakup as well, but I do understand the point of view of like, did they break up? It was like slightly confusing with the like "I love you" and hugging each other like right after.
Yeah. I did feel completely justified in my Jonathan hate though, when they were like comparing how they
Yeah.
didn't like each other, and he's like, "I donated your favorite sweater," and she was
Yeah.
like, "I don't like this band, but I still listen to it with you, but I just don't like it."
Yeah. And he was like, I hate,
And he's like, "I hate what you are passionate about."
yeah, I don't read your articles, and also I donated your favorite sweater.
And I didn't tell you. And she's like, "I've been looking for that."
And you're like, that's freaking rude.
And I'm
Thanks.
like, "That's the major red flags."
That is very much the you don't belong together.
Yeah. So I felt justified there. I also really liked that we learned more the upside down as a bridge.
Yeah,
And
that was
the
fascinating.
like energy ball source.
Hmm.
That when you mess with it,
The dark
the
matter.
matter just starts to
This was an
get
Escape
funky.
from Camazotz, though. Have we moved on? Right? This
No,
was
the
all an
breakup
Escape from
scene, it started
Camazotz.
melting in Shock
I
Jock.
honestly don't
We
remember.
saw
Oh,
we
I think it
saw
was in the next
like
episode, Jillian.
I think Shock Jock ended with her shooting the gun at the
Yeah, so
matter
then
ball.
in the melting scene was the
But
next
we
episode.
still saw like the soldiers crawling and like everything
right.
looked like it was melted.
Yeah.
But the
And that really
scenes we are
confused.
currently talking about are from Escape from Camazotz. So moving on
Yes.
to Escape from Camazotz.
I was just going to talk about how the internet was confused about the what looked like melting and it wasn't really melting. Like they thought something was on fire and they were like, "I don't understand how Jonathan and Nancy were in a room and like the rest of the room wasn't melting. Like how could they
They
stand
were
on a
confused
table?"
why Jonathan and Nancy were fine and why the
Oh,
table wasn't melting and it was just the walls and floor melting.
But it wasn't melting. It was like the matter
It
was
was
being
it
yeah.
was because the
displaced.
fabric of the upside down was being torn,
Yeah.
and that's just how it presented in that particular space. Because like the other places, it was like the extreme winds and like stuff being like ripped out of the ground. It was like the fabric of the existence of the upside down was being torn apart.
Yeah. But wasn't there a hole created by Steve's car? What happened to the hole?
In the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, his car just got sucked into the
Well,
Yeah, but
abyss.
it like
his
punctured the
car was
wall.
stuck and then it went through and created the hole that the wind was
Yeah,
blowing
I
everything
thought it
through.
was gonna suck everything out.
Well, then it stabilized because the matter ball stabilized.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay.
I don't know what it's called. The
I don't
red
know either.
glowy thingy. It was angry and then it wasn't.
Okay, I
So
know I'm
yeah,
jumping ahead. Can I jump ahead?
sure.
Okay.
To where?
So at the very end of I think that those 3 episodes when they're like coming to find Holly because like they're like, oh, Holly escaped. And they come get her and you see Nancy's face. I 100% was like, oh my God, Holly's dead. She's
I was like,
splatted.
she was skydiving into a
Uh-huh.
building.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
said
she
she's
for
splattered
sure.
on the
They
ground.
couldn't stop her.
She's not
Oh, I
alive.
know what you guys are talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
I was so confused for a second.
So when she was like in the abyss and she went through what she
Yeah,
thought
and
was
then she
like the
was falling
ground
into
and
the
it's the
upside down.
sky
Yes.
of the upside down.
Yes.
And then you
Yeah.
just see Nancy's face and she looks devastated. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no,
I thought
this
for
is not
sure Holly was
good.
gone.
I did think that Holly was dead in that. I was like, she splatted onto the building.
Yeah, and then when they said over the radio that they had Holly, I was like, how?
Yeah.
What did you do?
That was very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Same episode. Um, Mama Wheeler saving
I'm pulling
everybody.
up the Simmons songs. She's the best.
She is, but how did she sneak in there? Barely like walking, like really struggling, and put things in a dryer without making any noise.
It's the mom adrenaline.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, wait till you have kids. But also, they like there was still noise happening. The Demodogs were just like focused on getting Max.
Right.
Like I don't think it was like you had to
And
be completely
and
quiet.
Lucas was playing the song, like he wasn't stopping it, so I think they were like honed in on that. And
Yeah,
then when she started the dryer, it made like such an excess amount of noise
that
that
it
that's
turned
what
their
then pulled their
attentions away.
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I did find it very funny, like how long they stared at it.
Yeah,
I was like,
It's like a cat or something.
well, they're dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't say my dog would stare at the dryer. I feel like
she
that's
did
more of a cat
great.
thing. Yeah.
I
We
And
did
the
cry.
Max and Lucas when Max came back was so
Uh,
good.
that was
So
so
good.
good. I cried. I laughed so hard when she was like, "Are you sick of this song?" And he's like, "Yes, I am. I've listened to
Yeah.
it every day for 2 years. I'm tired of it."
What did you think of the reveal that they didn't need the music after all to get out of Vecna's mind?
I think it makes sense.
Yeah. I think that there's probably multiple ways, you just have to figure them out, and music was one of the ways that they figured out could. Well, and music, it was like a song, it had to be a song that like you loved. Like it's all has to do with things that you love.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it always seemed like it was more inspired by feeling than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think
So,
about the Holly Max scene where they're just standing there?
I remember screaming at my TV, "What are you doing? Why are you taking so long?" I was like, what is happening?" Like, it was cute, but it was way too long.
Yeah.
I was like, we could have had the conversation about we each need to have a window out a little later than right when they finally like
Or
make it.
sitting right there and can
You
see
mean
their
Yeah.
windows.
you
Yeah.
mean
Yeah,
earlier?
Yeah, what did I say?
You said later.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah,
They can
yeah.
have
like
the
like
conversation
while they're
later.
just like walking through the desert, they could have been like, by the way.
Yeah.
I was like, "Max, you have got to go. You've got to get out of here."
Yeah.
I get that she didn't want to leave Holly. Like she wanted to make sure Holly got out too.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, we should have had this talk a little earlier.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
other than that,
about what was gonna happen.
I was like a little bit like, start moving, but I was like, it needs to be explained because Holly needs to be able to get out. So I'm fine.
Yeah.
But then they just start walking towards their portals. And I'm like, why don't we run?
I was like
Why don't we
anxious,
hustle?
but also not at the same time because they had already done like the portal closing like at the last second thing. So I didn't really feel like they were going to do that again, especially since the episode was called Escape from Camazotz. So I figured she was going to escape. But
I knew
it,
Max was gonna escape. I didn't know if Holly would.
yeah.
I was worried about Vecna coming there though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was like, he knows what you're doing. Let's move.
I definitely was like, okay, come on, let's go. But like I
Yeah.
also like understand that Max needed to tell Holly what to do.
Yeah.
Speaking of scenes that were way too long, and there's nothing against this. It literally, I just was like, it was so long. Was Will's coming out scene? I, I was, I was struggling, not with the content, just how drawn out it was. I was like,
Mhm.
buddy, spit it out.
Yeah, the going into like all these examples of how remember when we were friends? I'm like, yeah, but because it's also like we have 5 minutes until we need to
Yeah.
move on to our mission.
Yeah. They were like, we gotta go.
Yeah. I also didn't like that he brought up, he's like, Will's, or not Will, he's like, Mike's my Tammy. And I was like, you're outing Robin, who already explained to you that she's only told 2 people.
Yeah. Obviously, no one in the world got that except for Robin and Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was fine. Like,
it
was
was
fine.
it was a little long. Also
Yeah.
considering the fact that the examples he gave of like, remember when we went to Melvad's for milkshakes? And then that's like a continuity error. Or potentially conformity gate, who knows? But like that so much of it was unnecessary because it wasn't even right. But
or so we think.
that would be wild if Vecna manifested Will's coming out scene in like false reality.
I think that's diving way too deep into it. That's a lot.
So, the finale.
um so we got to like the big bad fight real quick. We had
We
the
did.
beanstalk plan. My heart did like jump a little bit when Steve fell off the tower.
Okay,
I was
can I
like,
say
no way.
I saw it in theaters, right? New Year's
Yeah.
Eve. Day it came out. 30 minutes into it coming out, I was watching it. And the entire theater screamed, Steve! Everyone was screaming
Oh
Steve.
no.
And then as soon as Jonathan caught him, well, like somebody caught him, right? You saw a
Yeah,
hand.
Jonathan.
And everyone was like, a bunch of people were like, oh, Dustin, Dustin. And then it turned around and it was Jonathan. The entire theater again screamed, Jonathan!
That's so fun.
It was super fun to watch that moment. I was like, oh, this is a community right here.
Yeah,
That's the snap moment, Jillian.
it is.
The
Or
what?
it's the picking up Mjolnir moment.
Yeah.
In Avengers Endgame, one of the reasons I love this movie is we saw it like opening weekend in theaters. And the whole theater was like going crazy.
Like, it was
Multiple
a
times
group
throughout this movie.
experience. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like outward reactions. Like, it was just like something that can't be recreated.
Yeah. Well, that was a very fun scene to watch. That was so good.
So,
Yeah.
you say that, and I was about to say our mom extremely overreacted.
He
Why
like
did you think Steve was gonna die?
screamed.
She like fully screamed. Like, that scared me more than Steve falling off of the thing. And like, she was standing up out of her seat. And I was like,
Wow.
okay, calm down.
I mean, like,
Like,
I
I
held
think-
my breath, but
Yeah.
I think
my
I
heart
didn't
dropped.
properly react because of how she reacted, and that like hindered my reaction.
Yeah, that's fair when someone overreacts next to you.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely went into this episode like it's gonna be a massacre. So like they're starting off, and I was like, people gotta go. So I was like, oh, but they're starting with Steve.
Yeah.
But he was fine.
Yeah. I completely agree though that I was like, wow, we got to the big battle real quick.
Yeah.
But like, really, we didn't, because that was at the end.
It was like an hour in.
It was
And then
like
it was
the epilogue was half of the episode.
Yeah. Because I remember when Vecna went down, like right before Joyce cut off his head and like they were standing there. And I was like, is this it? We have an hour left. I was like, this can't be it.
I don't feel like the epilogue was that long. Like, it was a longer
It was.
epilogue, but I didn't feel like it was that long when I was
It
watching
was
it.
that long, actually.
It was.
Interesting.
And like,
So-
well, and then I was like, okay, well, something bad's gonna happen when they leave. I was like,
I also have an extremely poor perception of time. So
Yeah.
that doesn't help.
The other
Well,
moment
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
that I kind of like was like, oh no, was when like Elle's in the tub and Hopper's like watching over her and everything, and then he starts to get a vision
Oh,
Mhm.
and he shoots the tub.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I
I thought that too.
What's worse than Vecna killing them is them accidentally killing each other.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was like a big fake out moment.
It was.
it was. That was a good fake out too.
That was
It was a good fake
that was
out.
a really good scene.
And like it
Um,
definitely added to the tension because it totally ruined the plan. He pulled her out, she can't get back
mhm.
in, which means Collie and Max are out too.
Yeah. Yeah, that
So
was a great
that was
moment.
actually really good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Another scene where I thought I was like for sure someone's gonna die right here was um after they kill Vecna and they're on their way back and Hopper and Murray are in the
Oh,
truck.
yes.
I was convinced that those two were gonna blow up and die.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting. I wasn't convinced of that. I was convinced that they were going to get stopped by the military like right before they exited. And they were going to have to like try to explain or fight the military to get out before their record thing
Mhm.
made
Yeah.
it blow up.
I thought it was gonna be like down to the second. Like they're trying to get through the gate in time.
Yeah.
I
And that
don't know why. I was
like a
just
couple
convinced
of them wouldn't
Hopper.
make it through or something. Like
I just
I
never
was
thought
fully
Hopper would make
convinced
it
of
out
that.
alive.
Interesting.
I did not have the same thought. I did think
Okay.
Murray was gonna die when he went to throw the grenade off the building.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was right after Collie died.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, now people are gonna start dropping.
Yeah, after Collie died, I was like, I did think that. I was like, okay, we just killed someone that like is important, but like we don't really have that much of a connection to. Like no the fans didn't love her from her season.
No,
And like
everyone wanted her and Vecna dead.
right, there wasn't like enough redemption time for her to be redeemed. And so I was like, so they killed off the character that we don't really like, so now we're gonna start killing off the characters that matter.
Yeah. So when Murray went, I fully thought Murray was gonna like jump off the building or fall off the building.
I did too.
Yeah, I was concerned in the moment, but at the same time, I was like, this is not his time.
He was also
Wow.
like side character esque that I was like, I could
Mhm.
see them killing him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in all, though, with the deaths, I
Not
was
many.
pleasantly surprised that there weren't.
Pleasantly surprised.
Pleasantly interesting.
You know, at the end of the day, I think if anyone else would have I think someone like it would have been I don't know, it would have been crazy and heartbreaking.
So Miranda is conforming.
I was happy with it.
I think
Miranda
my
has
problem was
conformed.
it wasn't as emotional for me as other season finales have been because it's usually been like high stakes and then you lose somebody. And that just didn't happen. And I was definitely expecting it to happen. So when it didn't happen, I mean, we had 11. But
So
Okay,
despite
you weren't sobbing at the end when Mike was going through and like talking about each of them and I will leave and all this
okay,
stuff.
no, like that made me sad and stuff, but I'm saying like I could have been full on bawling and I wasn't.
Oh, I was crying.
despite the lack of deaths, I cried more than I thought I would for the lack of death. Like
Mhm.
with the lack of deaths, I did not think I would cry that as much as I did. Because usually like you're crying when someone dies. But for me, I am the same age as Millie. So I started watching when she started the show. So literally I have been watching the show like over half my life. Even though it's only 5 seasons. Like it sounds weird to say, but because of the time in between some of the seasons, like I've been watching the show over half my life. And I think I was more crying for that, like
Like saying goodbye.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It
them
made me
saying goodbye,
even
like I felt like I was saying goodbye too.
it made me even more emotional to know though that every single character's last scene was the last scene that they filmed. Like, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, their emotions were real.
Yeah. I mean, what did get me was at the end, like, you could tell. Definitely, like, at the end for, like, the original group. That,
Yeah.
like, how emotional they were. That got me. I also, like, Steve being the Little League coach, like, that got me. And Hopper and
Derek being on
Joyce
the
finally
team.
getting together. Derek being a catcher. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Hopper and
I was
Joyce.
definitely like I was crying. There were tears, but I wasn't as emotional at like the action part.
Yeah.
So
Like
I
11
started
saying goodbye.
crying. I started crying like when 11 was dying. And then pretty much kind of cried consistently till the end.
Yeah.
I also I know a lot of people love the Purple Rain song. I just personally I was like that wasn't the song I was expecting.
The musical
No.
choice didn't necessarily hit, like, it was more the circumstances, not the song that
Yeah.
brought the tears for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Okay.
So,
So, tell me now all the errors.
okay. So, conformity gate is this theory that there's another episode that's going to come out tomorrow on January 7th because we had all these sevens throughout the season, specifically like the final episode. We also have season 4 Eddie. They're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons with Vecna, and everybody thinks Vecna's dead in the game, and then he's not. He comes back. So it's like part of that. Plus, there's all of these just glaring errors in the show. There's the Melvads doesn't serve milkshakes anymore, but it was a diner when Vecna was like hanging around Hawkins. The colors are different. Like the gowns in the book are green, but in the show they're orange, and like their colors are supposed to be yellow and green, so it doesn't even make sense that they're
In the
orange.
book.
In the Nancy's Perspective book,
Oh. How do you know that?
because somebody told me on the internet.
Is the
I
book
talked with her.
out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. And then there's the color of the
I'm listening, but I have to be right back.
power thing that they use to like electrocute the Demogorgon.
Mm.
The whole like box changes. And then what are some other ones? There's also like Will talking about how much he loved playing in the woods, and we're like, that's where he got abducted the first time around. So maybe not. And then I don't know, I think that's most of the stuff in
So the
the
reason it's called
show.
conformity gate is because of the speech Dustin makes about conformity and the speech Eddie makes about conformity are
Right.
very similar.
Yes. Lots of parallels.
The other thing is Joyce got Will's age wrong.
And how all of the Dungeons and Dragons games that they played in the show ended all end how like so the first one in the show, like the opening scene one ends with and they're like, "What? No. It can't end like that." And then the second one is the one with Eddie, I'm pretty sure. Right?
They play one in season 1, they play in season 2.
How did the one in season 2 end?
I don't know, that's when like they were all kind of like, we're getting too old for this. Like they were playing, but I don't know if they finished.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
they
think it
finished.
ended. Okay. So then the next ending of one we saw was Eddie
Yeah,
and
and
it
they
was
won that
Vecna's
one.
not dead. But it was Vecna's not dead. and then the next ending was the ending we saw in the finale.
So the other thing is there's a lot going on with the Netflix account. If you type in
Yeah,
fake ending
didn't
in
they
the
just
comments on
announce though
TikTok,
something? Didn't they just announced that they're releasing a behind the scenes thing?
Yes.
on the 12th, yes.
Yeah,
But all the
I figured
numbers
that's
line
what
up
that
with
is.
7. No, because if you type in fake ending in the comments on Netflix's accounts, on like Stranger Things videos, it pops up a little video. Which, like, why would they even do that?
So you think something's gonna happen tomorrow?
I don't know. I think it'd be cool if it did. Because, like, how awesome is that? You have a fake out finale? That's
Never
never been
been
done.
done before.
Also, I would like it if there was, like, a cooler battle.
I have been saying I think like the peak of the season was episode 4
Yeah,
for
which
me.
is Will getting his powers and fighting the
In that
Demogorgons.
battle with all the
That
demodogs and
was like,
everything.
I was
That
like,
was
oh
epic.
my gosh, that was so cool. And then we kind of went downhill, battles wise.
Yeah, the battles did get kind of shorter and quicker and not as intense.
Mm-hmm.
And that just doesn't fit with, like, there's also the potential that the Duffer Brothers just, like, messed up and
I think that's more likely.
didn't do a great job. But wouldn't it be better?
You can
There's something
imagine
else.
that is gonna happen tomorrow. I will stay in reality
It would just
and
be so cool.
be like, I think it's
We'll
ended.
know for sure by tomorrow. So Miranda has
I'm willing to
conformed.
feel let down.
Miranda has chosen to conform. I think I have chosen not to conform.
I think I've chosen not to conform. Because I'd just rather we have something cooler than just be like settle for what we got.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be
Listen,
cool.
I clowned for Rep TV, so I'm okay. I'll
You're like,
survive.
I'm fine
I'm
being wrong.
I'm willing to clown and be wrong.
It has been so funny that TikTok, like a lot of Stranger Things fans are also Swifties,
Yeah.
and they're like watching the Stranger Things fan base just go crazy for all the Easter eggs, and they're like, guys, we've been there, and they're making jokes. They're like, watch it be a merch drop, or like, it's a Scoops Ahoy variant.
Okay. Well, I'll keep my eyes open, but I'm not expecting anything.
It would just be so cool.
Well, if anything happens, it would be 8 p.m. our time, 7 p.m. your time. Because that's when all the other episodes were released. So the other thing me and Jillian were like, the Duffer Brothers were so adamant that you have to see the
Yeah.
last episode in theaters if you can. Now, we had tickets for the next day, New Year's Day. Did not end up going because it was in a part of the city that our mom said we weren't going to go to. And
And she said it's too far away for something we already
so
watched.
so we watched it on New Year's Eve, and after watching it, I didn't feel like that was
Like
like what they were
cinematic.
hyping it up to be for the theaters. I think it would have been cool to see it in theaters, but I don't think that it was like the cinematography they were like kind of promising, which
Yeah, I
is
would
then where
agree.
my theory comes in that anyone who bought tickets for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, those tickets are also going to work tomorrow, or like if something else does come out.
There has also been some potential things with all the AMC theaters having like half of their theaters empty and not showing things for tomorrow and Thursday.
Oh, I didn't know that. I came up with my theory before I knew that.
But that's like, it could go either way because it's just like sometimes they don't
Yeah.
post what
Have
their movies
anything.
are.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't. That's a lot.
But it would be so cool if it's true.
I was kind of so when we bought our tickets, they were $20 a ticket, right?
Disappointing for us though, because our tickets are for Illinois,
Yeah.
not where we are.
So we bought it was $20 a ticket, but then we got each ticket got $10.
Concessions.
of concessions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of nice.
Yeah. Wish we
We
could have
ended
used
up
ours.
so we got there, we had like dinner and then we went and neither of us were like in the mood to stand in a really long line to get concessions. And so it was New Year's Eve, right? So we watched the finale, got concessions, and then went home.
Nice.
We took popcorn and drinks and everything home.
It's pretty
Huh?
good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So are you guys gonna,
I think
I'm
it'd be
assuming
cool.
we're gonna watch the
Behind the
documentary
scenes.
behind the scenes
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The other thing is, if this isn't happening, I want it to happen. Like, I want somebody to write a show that does this.
Yeah.
So are you disappointed in the Duffer Brothers?
I'm not.
Not really, but like the continuity errors with the play really bugged me.
Continuity errors in anything really bug Jillian. I can just forget about them.
I almost wish they didn't do the play then.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, they didn't do the play.
They said
They
it's
didn't.
still like canon, but they didn't write it.
They didn't write it. It was just in Netflix, right? Netflix did it.
Yeah, but they took some of the writers from Stranger Things and had them write it.
Right, but it wasn't the Duffer Brothers
Why would
involved
they
in
even
it.
do it if it's all of this different stuff?
Well, there's also going to be like a prequel show that comes out. That's
Yes, I have
supposedly
heard
not going to
about
have
that.
anything to do with our characters, but it's still going to have to do with like the Upside
It's a
Down.
prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's like going to be an animation show,
right. The
and then
animation
there's
show is of the our characters
yes,
in the summer of '87. Stuff that happened over the summer between seasons, but animated.
which should be cool.
Yeah.
And the Duffer Brothers were excited about that because they're like, there's so much you can do with animation that you can't make real.
Yeah.
I hope they're not hyping it up for me to be let down again, but
I wouldn't say I was let down though. It's just not what I expected.
It wasn't what I expected either, but I was happy with the ending, I guess, for me.
Right. If conformity gate is not true, I was not let down.
I'll say the battle let me down, but I'm happy with the epilogue. I liked that we spent so much time on it too, and we like really got to see where everybody went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I love Dustin's valedictorian speech.
I
I
agree.
don't like that he was valedictorian because that doesn't make sense, but good speech.
Jillian was saying it doesn't make sense because Susie was having to change his grades. And I said, well, yeah, Susie changed his grades.
He still had B's. She only changed his D.
I think that the world may have caused a lot of grades to drop.
True.
Imagine they did like COVID protocol and they're like, everybody gets A's. We're done.
Well, also, you have to think how many people fleed and Dustin
Yeah.
was still there going to school.
Lead.
Okay, but the most unrealistic thing to me was the fact that Max was graduating with them.
I thought about that too. I was like, no way, girl missed 2 years.
Like, she would have had to work her butt off in order to
Unless if
graduate.
they were just like, yeah, whatever.
I saw a bunch of comments like they just pushed her through because her mom abandoned her and she was in a coma for.
Max's mom, she's
She's been through a
gone.
lot.
She's nowhere here. Nowhere.
Yeah.
I
She
did
was
like
probably
that they
living at Lucas's house.
yeah, they had the scars across Karen's chest from
Mhm.
the Demogorgon slash show. I was like, that's cool.
I love
Also,
that.
Ted was alive.
He made
Still a
it.
jerk, still annoying, but he was alive.
Hey,
I
careful
feel
what you
like that
say.
might have. I think that might have healed their marriage, honestly.
The other thing about Conformity Gate is the lack of Demogorgons.
Yeah.
The whole
Okay,
finale did not have
yeah.
Demogorgons.
That was weird. Though I was under the theory that the Demogorgons all melted to make the body of the Mind Flayer.
Yeah, I have seen that where so to make the mind flare, it's Jillian. Listen. in season 3, the mall season, to make the mind
rats.
flare, it's the rats and the people that are all like disintegrated down into the goo or whatever to make the mind flare.
Yeah, but and I can't remember exactly, but didn't part of it happen when like the mind flayer was like trying to like come into the real world through the upside down and then the gate closed and like a portion of it got left in the real world?
In the finale?
In one
Yes, it was the
finale.
portion that came out of Will got left in the real world when 11 closed the gate.
Okay. Well, anyways, I thought that those like the little portions of the mind flayer made new demodogs and demogorgons and all of that. And so that's why my idea was like, oh, they come from the mind flayer and so they can combine back to make the mind
But
flayer.
that little like thing that was the mind flayer, that's been there the whole season, and we still had demogorgons.
Well, maybe they smooshed back in. I mean, we've only seen a handful of demogorgons. We haven't actually seen a whole army of them together.
They literally came out and attacked everybody when Will got his
Yeah,
powers.
in episode 4,
Yeah,
there was a
three
whole
of
army
them.
of them.
No,
Three of
no,
them.
No.
There's a horde.
There was a whole bunch of them that were at the base. Two went after Robin. One went after Robin. One went
Yeah, we had all the ones in like
Lucas.
the caves,
I thought
the
those ones
underground
were like just
tunnels.
transporting from. No.
They were coming out of the
coming.
upside
They
down.
were coming out of the upside down, transporting out of the upside down into the real world.
Yeah, but okay, when Vecna came, where did they go? Because they weren't there
Back,
right at that moment. So what if
back
they
into the
left,
upside down.
escaped to the upside down, and then they got sent out and the three of them went to go find the children.
There's definitely more than 3 though attacking the military.
Yeah.
I still don't feel like there's that many of them.
Well, we also had like the demobats, and we just got rid
Yeah,
of
those
those.
just disappeared.
And there was a lot of those.
There were, obviously. All right, well, I guess we might have more to talk about next episode.
I hope. I believe.
Daniela has her frowny face on.
I don't know what she's doing. Daniela.
So,
She's thinking.
She's Googling. She types very slow.
well, I was trying to find my Safari. It went away from my bar at the bottom.
What are you
In
Googling?
Stranger Things Season 5, there was a maximum of 3 demodogs on screen at once during the hospital attacks sequence.
Yes, the demodogs attacking Max, yes.
That's what it's saying.
The demogorgons. There was an army.
Okay, let me search demogorgons. In Stranger Things... Oh, that's not what I wanted.
We can just watch the episode again.
Yeah,
I do want to
maybe
go
should
back
watch.
and rewatch season 1 though. And just like, now that we know what the Upside Down was, I want to watch season 1 again.
In Stranger Things season 5, episode 4, titled Chapter 4 Sorcerer, a total of 3 demogorgons appeared on screen at once during the climax at the military base.
I'm watching it again.
I think it was.
But
only
that's just on
I don't
screen
buy
at
it.
once. That's how many are on screen at once. Not necessarily how many are there in general.
I don't think you're right. I really don't.
I don't think that's right either, because during that battle it's a whole continuous shot. So what this is telling me is there were only 3 on like a
On screen.
scene. Yeah.
Like they had 3 demogorgons to work with.
But as they kept moving, there were more. Not even that they had 3 demogorgons to work with. That like there were 3 right here, but then you turn the camera and there's 3
Yeah.
to the left.
No, I was saying like in the making of the show, they're like, we can only like afford to do 3.
No, because it was one continuous scene. They wouldn't have
They were
only
CGI
had.
for the most part.
I know, but they would have had more than 3 setups to have moving around.
Yeah. I
You're
think there's
saying
more
they.
than 3 Demogorgons
I'm
total
just
in
gonna
the scene.
stop. You're not listening to the words coming out of my mouth. So.
I get what you're saying. It was a continuous scene, so it's like moving around and catching multiple Demogorgons.
No, but then you said they only had 3 Demogorgons to work with, like saying the Duffer Brothers
No.
only had 3 Demogorgons to work with.
I'm
No, she was
saying
saying
like
in one shot at one
budget-wise,
time.
when they're doing like a frame, they're like, okay, we can only budget for like 3 per frame.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
I thought you were
Okay.
saying like the poles or whatever they have as the stand-ins. They only had 3 to work with. I'm like, no way. Okay. Anyways, there's
Okay.
our answer. Guess we'll have to watch and count.
Long and hard about Stranger Things.
So, end results. Miranda does not believe in conformity gate. Jillian and I are choosing to believe and
You guys are
be
the
clowns
conspiracy
if
theorists.
we're
It makes
wrong.
sense.
We are the conspiracy theorists.
We get along famously with my husband.
Choosing to believe and be clowns if we're
What's
wrong.
life without a little conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
I will be happily surprised if something does come out. I'm just not hoping, waiting, expecting it to happen.
I'm hoping and waiting.
I'm definitely hoping.
I'm not expecting it.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like
I
not
think more than
100% convinced something's actually gonna happen.
I think more than anything, I think that it would just be so iconic of them to do that. And like historical, like TV history for them to do that. And this is something we can do in the streaming age. Like you couldn't do that back in live TV days.
It's
because
just
nobody
it feels
would
like
tune
that
in.
feels like such a waste of money.
Okay, the theory I loved was, so there's a lot of footage that was cut by Netflix. And it would be so cool if we get this, like, we were all under Vecna's trance and like we just missed so much, and then the uncut footage is added back into the episode. So then you have to go watch the season again and you get to like actually see everything. That would be so cool.
Miranda.
Well, it's like a lot of money.
I
to
think
me.
okay. Also, one other thing that like has me is that it took them twice as long to film this season as it did any other season. Like production and filming took twice as long as any other season. Like post-production and everything.
I think it's because they were also doing this little documentary thing behind the scenes. That's also already going to be ready and released in what, 2 weeks? A week?
Next week.
Next week.
Who knows?
Alrighty.
It's gonna be a great birthday present for our brother who doesn't watch Stranger Things.
So not such a good birthday present. Okay, well, that is it for now. I don't know what we're going to talk about next time. We'll figure it out. I'm sure there'll be something.
Bridgerton theories?
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Well, you can tell us how upset you're going to be with everything they're going to change.
I won't disclose to you the book and how I think everything's going to be different. I will come up with some theories about how I think the season will go. And especially because the books don't ever talk about all the other characters. So we can talk about some of the other storylines besides the main one.
Okay.
I never read the books, so.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm going to be the expert on Bridgerton. All right. Well, bye.
Bye.